wanted to introduce fresh fruit extract, the use of Everclear, how it kind of works in extract making. We've done that. Now we wanted to go to a more traditional extract where we're using just the peels, and we're extracting the oils from the peels to get a very rich, creamy, concentrated extract taste. Of course, we use vanilla beans because it's kind of, we call it like the creamsicle, right? Like it reminds us of those old creamsicles that we had growing up as kids. But vanilla and orange together are lovely. And so this is a very traditional traditional orange extract to teach the method of using peels instead of using the whole. And so again, the whole point of the book is just lots of different methods to come to a great extract that sort of fits your needs and what you're looking for. So
yeah,
this is another method.
To give you options and let you just take off and find your way.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So this is on page 122. And if you're following along, it calls for 7 medium Cara Cara oranges. Cara Caras are a derivative from the navel orange. I just learned this. It started out in Venezuela in the 70s and then came to the States in the 80s, and it was really kind of a luxury thing. And now we find them everywhere. I mean, I think they were cheaper than the navel oranges I bought. And so it's kind of fun. They are, they're a rosy color, and they have kind of this berry sweetness added to them. So comparatively to a navel orange, it's a little less acidic, and it's sweeter with some berry undertones.
Yeah, I love this.
It's something fun to add. You could very well just use navel oranges, whatever you got. You can use those. This
is Jill like nerding out over oranges.
I know,
there's
such
some
a
history
nerd.
and some background, and I love it. No, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that history until Jill had told me just as we were kind of getting things ready, which is so much fun.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so we've got, I went ahead and I peeled these ahead of time because it takes a little bit of time, and we talk so much we run out of time, don't we?
Well,
but this is the amount of 7 Cara Cara oranges. Let's see, this was my Cara Cara. It's about the same size. They don't come very big. I, again, like to just cut off the top. It just makes it easier for me. If you want to, you feel like you're wasting some of the peel, you can, use that. A good peeler is a woman's best friend. This can make or break you ever wanting to do this recipe again. Because I have tried this. I have in the very beginning trying to make limoncello and some of these extracts with the worst peeler ever, and it took forever. Find yourself a good peeler. I just got this at the store. I think it's called Tabolo. I don't know, but it is like the best thing ever. I mean, it just kind of comes down really quite easy, and I don't have to put a lot of pressure. It just really just slides down. And my old peeler, oh my gosh, would have been taking all the pith with it. And it would have taken me hours to get the pith off. It would have been a mess. And my sister knows this because she was helping me. And it took her hours doing it. So, Teresa, you know what I'm talking about.
Teresa's watching. She knows. She's nodding her head right now.
So right here, I'm just going really light to get that piece I missed. But, I mean, you guys, this is so easy. I'm not putting a ton of pressure. Woo! Taking off on me. I'm just going to get, and sometimes, like that, I probably got more pith, so I won't use that. And then once you get all of these pieces in, oh my gosh, I love this peeler.
And the smell.
Yes, isn't that wonderful?
Just releases all the oils, and it's just wonderful.
Okay, so I'm just taking all these pieces off, and then you can do the bottom. I also have this peeler. It's made for just tomatoes, to peel the skins off tomatoes. So it really only takes like the very tops off, but it takes too long for me. So I just use this peeler. And then once you peel, turn them over and take a look of what you've got here. If you've got too much pith, You know, all of these look pretty good. This peeler, I'm telling you guys, is so wonderful. Find yourself a peeler. It'll change your life. This one has a little bit. And so what I do if I have a little bit of white on there, I just scrape it off with a knife. It's really easy. So, you know, if I'm going too fast and I get the pith in there, I just scrape it off with a knife and then we're good to go. That's how easy it is, you guys. I mean, super easy, and it smells so wonderful in here. Okay, so this is 7 Cara Cara oranges. So I'm just gonna put it into a mason jar here. I'm using my fingers. If you guys aren't comfortable with that, you can use tweezers. I got these long tweezers to help get in and out. Somebody in our group said that she got them and they work perfect. They're actually to feed lizards. I know it sounds crazy. They're stainless steel. They're totally good for food. I checked that out too. But I have a nephew who loves lizards and snakes. He knows all things about reptiles, and
he was bit by a rattlesnake this summer. And so we're just grateful that we still have a nephew.
Yeah, we
hope that we continue to have a nephew.
If you don't want to touch it, you are welcome to do this. I have no problem touching my own extracts that are going to go in alcohol. So whatever it is that you prefer, you're welcome to do that. Look how many peels that I'm putting into this jar here. 7 Cara Cara. Oh, the color is so beautiful.
The smell's great. We love it.
Now I could have put, again, my beans on the bottom, and that way I don't have to worry about them floating up. With the beans in this recipe, we're just going to use our basic Madagascar beans that give that vanilla flavor that we're all used to, that buttery, creamy, wonderful vanilla. So we've got an ounce here, and I didn't weigh these in front of you guys before. I pre-weighed them, but you always need to make sure that you are weighing your beans because, you know, beans are like bananas. They come in different sizes. And so you could have a recipe that calls for 3 beans, but that will be different every time because they come in different sizes. So make sure you're weighing your beans to make sure that you're getting the right amount each time. Okay, again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tie these. Sometimes if they're really long, I'll tie them twice just to make sure the tail doesn't stick up in some of these multi-ingredient recipes. So I'm just going to stick him in there. I mean, really, this maybe one more time. Do we have any questions while I'm just tying?
Good time to take one or two.
Yeah, I'm going to cut these down the middle, and you can just, same thing I did before. And then
we've got about 5 minutes left, so we'll have to go pretty quickly. But if there's a pending question,
Thank you.
You might be on mute if you're talking.
Oh, yeah, hello. No questions on the chat yet, but if anyone has any, if you pop them in there, I can pass them along whilst you.
Okay, well, Jill's cutting. I'm going to talk alcohol a little bit. So we talked about Everclear being the high proof alcohol. Now for this one, because we're using dry ingredients, we're going back to traditional vodka, that is 40% alcohol. Now, the nice thing about using a dry ingredient versus a fresh ingredient, one, because they're dry, you can change them out over and over and over and over again. So if you don't like the orange taste, you can go another round. If you want to bring the orange more forward, you can add another round of oranges. If you want more vanilla, you can wait a little longer for the vanilla to extract. But you can continue to sort of tweak any of your dry ingredient extracts to get them really to where you like them, which is why taste testing and our taste test methods are so important. That as we always say, the extract is ready when the maker of the extract thinks that it's ready. We give our best practices and we share them within our group, but when it reaches the taste profile that you're looking for the application that you want to use it for, that's when it's ready. If you're not there yet, if you want more orange, add more orange, wait another month.
Well, right? And that's what I love about extracting is that when I feel like it's ready, you might not. I like very strong citrusy, acidic tastes, but someone else might not. And so they might say it's done sooner than I say it's done. So taste testing, after a certain point, it's important because you might say it's done and I'm ready to go another 2 months.
Right. Everybody's palate's a little bit different. But that's where it's important to always keep in mind the alcohol content of the spirit you're using, the ingredients that you're using, so you don't lose track of your dilution rate of your alcohol content. And you always know that what you believe is extracting really is extracting because your alcohol content's there.
Yep. Okay.
So let's add the vodka.
This is Rain King vodka. It is just kind of a middle shelf vodka.
We love it. We talked about this last time. It's sugar-based. Ocean vodka is sugar-based. We're seeing a lot more vodkas that are getting creative. So it's a vodka that's a little bit sweeter than like the old potato or the grain vodka that we're all kind of accustomed to. So we're going to add that in. The beans are submerged. We've got a fermentation weight that we can use.
The beans are submerged, but again, I have another fermentation weight. If you want to put it in, it fits. They have smaller ones that fit into these pint-sized jars. So if you're worried about it, you can. Really, they'll be fine without it. You don't need it in this. There's plenty of room. We've got probably another 1/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch on before it even comes to the next.
Yeah. So with this particular extract, we're going to leave the orange peels and the vanilla in there for 2 months. And in 2 months, so in our April workshop, we're going to pull the oranges out. And then at that point, we can make a decision to add more or not. The recipe says don't. And the reason the recipe says no more oranges at that point is we're trying to accentuate the cream of the vanilla. And we want the orange to be sort of the aftertaste in this one.
And that's why it's 12 months, because you're giving the vanilla time to fully extract. But if you want to do the opposite and you want orange forward, then put another 7 oranges in there, take out the old, put another 7 oranges in, let it go for another couple months, taste test it. If you don't even want vanilla in there and you just want orange extract, you can do that. I think it's crazy. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
And then the oranges that we've used to remove the peels, we use those, we make juice. I mean, obviously everything has a use for.
Oh yeah,
right.
We're going to have the most lovely mimosas for breakfast.
In about 15 minutes.